What is a mango fast? The mango fast is when you just eat mangoes. A few of them got bumped around in the transportation here, so a few of them got bruised. There's a difference between a bruise, rotten, and decay. And mold or decay, you want to chuck the whole fruit out because mold has roots. You don't want to eat any kind of fruit that has any kind of mold on it. I guess I shouldn't say that in some senses. Like here, okay, here's a little piece. It looks like on a mango. It's just actually a surface black spot. It's not really the type of mold that has roots. Like on a tomato, apple, something like that. No, you want to throw it away. I'm in the sun, in the Costa Rica sun. It's a beautiful day. Oh, it's such beautiful weather here. The mangoes are so plentiful. They're in season. Actually, there's 2 different seasons here in Costa Rica for mangoes, depending on what climate you're in. And so they're plentiful. Costa Rica is a beautiful, beautiful country. And if you want to join me here, you can. I'd be happy to accommodate you. Just give me a buzz and we can talk about it. Okay, so mango fast. Mango fast. A fast is generally, I guess in the true sense of the word, is when you're not eating. It's like when you break fast, break fast, is you're breaking your overnight fast. So fast is when you're not eating or drinking. But there are different types of fasts. And 2 types of fast, let me just say. There's a no food or water fast. Now, if you're going to do without water, then you want to be really careful. You don't want to be in the hot sun. You don't want to be dehydrating yourself too quickly, because all the body functions work on water. So you really have to be after a spiritual quest. In the sense, the true Hebrew fast, when you can look at the days of Nineveh, they was without food or drink, 3 days. But a fast could be just without food and plenty of water. You can eat just one kind of food throughout the day with water, say. And so what I'm going to do here with the mangoes, just the mango. Now, the advantage of just staying with one food is the body does not get confused, in the sense that it has to continually work to break down and digest and simulate these nutritions into the body. And the body has to decipher, produce enzymes upon taste. When we start to taste the food, the body starts to produce the enzymes. The tongue, the enzymes are produced in the alkaline juice that comes from the saliva. And so if you have so many varieties going in, then the body is confused as actually what enzymes to produce. Lovely. Wow. I do apologize for eating with my mouth. Eating with my mouth full. Talking with my mouth full. It's almost hard not to. So when we have just the one variety, then it's very easy for the body to say, hey, this is what he's eating. It's easy for us to produce the enzymes specifically for that, and then you get the maximum value of that food. But if you're going to mingle it with 3 or 4 different varieties, although you can't live your life on one food because you still need do food combining, you're not going to get the value as you would each food independently. So also as well, when you abstain from food or just go on a living food like the mango or anything that's alive, all fruits and veggies are alkaline in nature, and they're alkaline. And so when you're eating just alkaline food, you're going to feel really, really hungry, unless you're not. If you're eating a lot of cooked food, just to go to a living food, an alkaline food, a raw food, you're going to feel like hungry, maybe nauseated. And it's not so much that you're hungry, it's just that when we eat the raw food, the body starts to go into a cleanse. It starts to purge toxins from the body. And when these toxins are being released through the cleansing process, you feel, oh, nauseated, and you feel, oh, I'm hungry, I'm going to die if I don't eat. and you start to feel it in your stomach. And because we've been eating for so long, and as soon as we get a little bit of gone feeling in our belly, then right away we shut it down with food. And so our mind identifies, oh, feeling in the stomach means we're hungry. And yes, in a sense, we are hungry because we should eat every 5 or 6 hours to keep the body going. But the old cowboy in the days of the Western movies, the cowboy, well, at least on the TV, he could go days without eating. In a true sense, yeah, they could have went days without eating and not felt the hunger for food like we do today, because as soon as we stop eating, then the body immediately wants to say, hey, come on, I'm going to go on a cleanse now. Even the stuffing, and now can we do some cleaning up? And so as soon as you eat that food, regardless of what kind of food it is, the body shuts down that cleanse, and immediately the toxins that are being released from the different parts of the body, from livers, kidneys, stored everywhere, basically, they're released into the blood, and then until they're actually captured, thrown into the colon for discharge, you're going to feel nauseated. So even if you, and one time I had a story where I was fasting, and on this particular fast, I was eating nothing but water, eating nothing but drinking water, and that day I decided to walk around the zoo and get my exercise, fresh air, and look at the captured animals. Some zoos are good in the sense that they do take care of animals that would otherwise not survive, and those are the kind of zoos that you want to support. But anyways, so I was so sick, and on the way home, traveling, it was quicker for me to stop at my brother's place and to ask if there was anything to eat, because I knew from experience that if I ate, then automatically I would shut down the cleanse. So when I opened the car door, I could not walk. I actually crawled out of the car. I crawled across the street, looked both ways for traffic, and people were looking at me. I couldn't get up. I tell the story in my book, Divine Power, Human Strength. You can get it online on Amazon.com. And hope to have it on my own website soon. And so then when he was not home, but the door was open, I walked in there, I saw a bag of potato chips, the salt and vinegar potato chips. I took a mouthful of potato chips, and instantly I felt good. I felt strong. I was able to get up and walk to the car. The nauseation was gone. And why? Because I had shut down that toxic release of fasting, you see. And so I continued the fast on. Every year I fast, at least once a year, and more often in the past, but I did lose a lot of body weight to the years of fasting, which I don't like to do it too much anymore, and I'm hoping to bring this body weight back on. So what I was trying to say here is that if you're fasting on just a single variety, then yeah, the body is gonna say, hey, this is good, this is really good, and so hey, we can cleanse ourselves on this one piece of food here, and especially if it's alkaline, because the cooked stuff's hard to break down. The body says, no, we can't do any cleansing. We're so busy processing this food, this overcooked food, this toxic food, this MSG, and all these other chemicals, preservatives, colorings, sugars that are in the food. I mean, the high fructose sugar. The body just cannot go on a cleanse. So if you want to just take a simple food like mango and take a day out, eat this food, your body will still get some calories, some get up and go, and it'll have some nourishment. Know that it will cleanse simultaneously. It will take maximum value from that single food. So just a little bit on fasting and mango fasting. So here we're going to enjoy this mango. It's beautiful, beautiful food here. And in the country, it's so beautiful. I see so much of this stuff falling to the ground. It shouldn't. It shouldn't fall to the ground, but it does, because the It's just not properly harvested. I mean, when you go to the market, I paid actually good money for these mangoes. I've actually picked mangoes up the ground for free too. Depends on the season. So I want to thank you for joining me on my video in Costa Rica here. Please feel free to check out my website, abetterwayhealthministries.com, although that website may change because I want to be more specifically directed to my book. And however, yeah, my name is Nobody. Thank you for joining me on this video. God bless you.